Hi Virgo, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading, Virgo. This reading is going to cover the time frame of we're in March. March 1st through March 7th. We're already in the third month of the 2020 year. It's crazy. I don't know where the time went. I also wanted to, before I get started, to make the announcement regarding the free personal reading, guys. I made a decision to actually give out 2 free personal readings. And the reason is because some signs had 5 days to get their name into the contest and others only had like 2 days. So to kind of even it out to make things fair, I've decided the first 6 signs, which will be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Virgo, and Aries, were the first category. So this is the first draw, and I'm going to announce the winner for that today. The following will be Leo, Sag, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, and Capricorn. So they'll be the second draw for the second personal reading that I'm offering. I'll do that in a few days. So again, for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Virgo, and Aries, the winner for the free personal reading is Lana Brown. Lana, if you're still interested in the free personal reading opportunity, please send me an email to iamdestinycallingtarot@gmail.com and we'll go about taking the steps to start a reading for you. All right, let's get the reading started, guys. Let's take a deep, deep, deep breath. Exhale and get rid of all of that negative energy. Toxic. Just let it go. Another deep breath. Inhale. That's going to allow us to bring in all of the good, positive vibes. I'm just going to tap into the Virgo energies here. Alright guys, so keep in mind this is a general reading here for the Virgo collective, so where it is so general, if things aren't resonating with you, don't try to force the messages. It simply means that those particular messages weren't meant for you, and that's okay. Dates as well really are just general guidelines here in the reading, so keep that in mind. Alright, so what I'm going to do, these are the cards that I'm using today. I really like this deck. It's the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. I'm not really focusing too much right now on the chakras. I'm more focusing just on the actual tarot, just keeping it simple. But I really like this deck. When you see the picture, the illustrations are just gorgeous. All right, enough of that. Okay, this is going to be the Energy Oracle card. So this is going to provide us with the overall energies here in this reading for today. Alright, we're going to get started, and then as we go on, I'll get some additional clarifying cards. Spirit, please provide messages for Virgo, and this is to cover the time frame of March 1st through March 7th. What messages, Spirit, did you want to have come forward for Virgo? Alright, these are your cards, guys. So your overall energy here, ooh, look at that. It's fertility. Fertility. It can mean so many different things, right? It definitely can mean conception. Maybe you're baby making. Who knows, right? Doesn't necessarily have to only be that. Um, it could very much. Let's look into the cards, and we'll kind of take things as they come. Also, I don't do reversals in general reads. I only do them when I'm doing private readings. Just wanted to put that out there as well. Okay. Fertility. Ten of Wands is the first card, guys. All right, so the energies that I'm tapping into, it's much better than what I was feeling last week's reading. Let's just take a look at the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands, this can be symbolic here. It's self-imposed burdens, right? So there might be some defensiveness here on your part. There's definite rethinking. I do get that quite strongly. You're carrying a burden that you feel as though you're carrying this burden alone. Next card, guys, is the Moon card. Moon card generally can be symbolic of illusions. So this is, in this particular reading, this is very symbolic of likely you're seeing your shadow side. So what I mean by your shadow side, it's a lot of the negative traits. I mean, we all have our good and positive, negative and whatnot. So it's good for you to recognize the negative so that it doesn't hold you back, right? So this Moon card here in your reading is symbolizing that you're definitely seeing the shadow side of yourself. And I'm getting, like I said, there's definite air of, there is defensiveness here in the energies for sure. So the moon is a really good indication because the moon here is allowing the dark aspects to be illuminated, right? So if you're willing to see what it is that you're experiencing at this time, so for example, defensiveness, if you're willing to see that, then you are also going to become, you're going to come into clarity much quicker, and it's really going to allow you to become even closer to your own destiny. So it's all about the shadow work. So you really need a self-trust. And I'm getting just a sense of fearlessness on your part, which I understand for a Virgo, it might depend on the situation that you're in, but it can be tricky. For this overall energy, what I'm getting for the overall energy here of fertility, it's almost as if the plants that you're the seeds that you're planting currently at this time, so you may be planting them in fertile ground at this time, and they're going to sprout quite quickly. So the seeds that you're planting right now, you can think of it as, we're planting the seeds today, the spring's right around the corner, they're very the soil is very fertile. It's going to just explode with whatever it is that you've planted, right? It's going to be, it can be beautiful. It can be just a field full of weeds. So it's really very, very important at this time, the seeds that you're planting, that you're cautious and aware of what it is, that the seeds that you're sowing at this time, because this is really going to impact you a few months down the line. This is a really big message for a lot of you. And I gotta say, people who take responsibility for their actions, or even people who take responsibility to be able to look at themselves and really, not saying that you criticize others more than you criticize yourself, but somebody who can go about criticizing themselves, just turning everything around, kind of like a mirror. They say when you meet a soulmate, for example, they tend to mirror your negative side, your shadow side. So they mirror that behavior so that you can see, like a mirror, what it is that you are putting out into the world. So when somebody can focus on that and really work towards personal growth, I find that so incredibly courageous. It is not an easy thing to do, and it really does humble us. And you should be incredibly proud of yourself if you're undertaking that experience right at this time. And like I say, it is quite important for you to keep in mind that what you're sowing as far as seeds at this time are what you're going to reap months down the line, right? Next card, Seven of Wands. I love this. This is going to be representing your strength. This is your resolve. This is your faith. This is your leadership. Take a deep breath, guys. Allow yourself to really tune into your inner being and allow yourself to feel how incredibly strong you are as a human being. So you definitely shouldn't feel as though you're carrying any burdens on your own. And if you do have that feeling and you're finding it hard to shake that feeling, this should be a clear indication that you have the strength to make it through adversity. You actually will also come out of this situation with an even greater amount of strength because of what you have experienced. So it's going to provide you with personal growth and wisdom that is going to be so, so valuable to you down the line. This could actually be preparing you for a future event that you're not even aware of, right? The lessons that we go through. When you look back years from now, you'll probably put the pieces of the puzzle together thinking, oh, wow, I'm so glad I went through that experience, because if I didn't have that wisdom and knowledge today, that really could have done me in having to go through what I just went through. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, next card we have is Three of Coins. So this is going to be, it's generally a card here that's symbolic of creativity, but I am getting for you in this reading, it's a lot of growth, a lot of dedication here. So it's a clear indication that you are on the right track, guys. Another indication with the strength in this card that you are definitely on the right track. Let's get some additional clarifying details. Yeah, you have the Tower card. Spirit, what additional clarifying details would you like to have come forward for Virgo? This one is your card. This is me being clumsy with the cards. I've been doing really well with not being so clumsy with the cards lately. Pat on the back for me, right? All right, let's keep going. Spirit, what clarifying messages can you provide for Virgo? Clarifying messages for Virgo from March 1st through March 7th. Sorry guys, clumsy fingers. It's almost like I have buttery fingers today. All right, last card out. So like I said, we have a Tower card here. Really very much indicating, guys, for you, it's overall your belief system. Your belief system is what is potentially, possibly holding you back in some ways. So as far as development that you're going to be experiencing, this is almost the universe's way of coming into your life and really putting you face to face with what it is that you don't want to necessarily address at this time. The universe is not really compassionate as far as you not being in a position where you feel you want to do the work. The universe is saying, no, I'm sorry, this is not how the universe is working today. We're coming and we're going to put it right in your face, so you have absolutely no choice but to deal with it. That's what the Tower card is, right? So I'm sensing here, it's really symbolic here of your belief system. So there are some beliefs that are likely holding you back, and it's in your best interest to just reevaluate them. It's likely something that has been passed down to you, maybe from family, past generations. It's just beliefs that have been ingrained into you. It could be through the school system, even things that you learned over the years that are no longer serving you, right? So it's time to take on a new perspective. Maybe take a look at things as, and you're very, very good at this, Virgo. You tend to see, you like to analyze every possible outcome in a situation, which can be really fantastic. Love that about Virgos. I am sensing that it's sad. It's sad that the feeling, I'm getting that feeling again of loneliness. It's almost as if the belief system that you have stuck in your subconscious is keeping you enslaved in this lonely feeling, or this burdened feeling. So there's definitely going to be some situation that's going to come up. It's going to be thrown in your face. You are going to have absolutely no choice but to address it. Like I say, it's a very general read, but overall that is the message. Next card is Seven of Wands. Oh, and you have Ten of Cups. Just taking a look to see if there's any patterns that I'm missing before I move on to that card. right, so Seven of Wands is potential for you to, this is going the distance. This is your energies, you're capable of going the distance. This is you having perseverance. This is you really, it is you defending your beliefs and your decisions. Just remember at the end of the day that personal interpretation is so critical. It might be in your best interest at this time to just observe and be aware. Very big message for specific people is to choose your battles wisely. I can't tell you how significant that message is coming through. So this card again can definitely be symbolic here of strength. So it you also had the Seven of Wands down here, so it came out twice. So it's a double indication of the strength. So you do have the strength to make it through this Tower moment and come out, like I say, you're going to come out with an experience, with wisdom, with something that is likely down the line going to benefit you in some way, shape, or form. Next card, Knight of Pentacles. So this is going to represent you, Virgo, proceeding here with integrity, perseverance. Really just you having the patience to work out the details that are going to impact your future. Next card. Next card is the Ten of Cups. So I'm glad that this came out and appeared in your reading for you guys. It's really good energy. So this is you actually getting to the point here, I'm sensing, where you're able to live in the present moment. So it's really a fantastic place to be, because what it is indicating here in this reading for you guys is that you're going to actually get to the point where any emotional blocks that you have from the past, so any triggers, anything that's been triggering you from the past, you are going to find that gradually they are no longer triggering you. So I am so happy for you that this showed up. This is huge. This is this is you actually saying no to any disruptive energies, disruptive influences in your life. So you're really not allowing disharmony in your life. You're not allowing anyone to disrupt your happiness. So it's really you coming into a place of peace and well-being. It's beautiful. And this is what happens when we do the work. It's messy, but the outcome that you're going to receive from the seeds that you've sown is likely going to be quite an abundant harvest here for you. All right, next cards. Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is it's a truce card, which is phenomenal, because if there's any type of communication that's needed, there will be a truce in the situation. This is also going to represent you having an open mind, which is generally not something that is very difficult for you, but I am getting a very clear indication here that a resolution is needed and there will be a truce. So really a victory card if you want to look at it that way, and it's two things need to come forward. Basically, understand your rights at this time, Virgo, and I hate to really harp on the negative side, but just make sure that you're not too stubborn at this time. Spirit is really testing you. This is one of the bigger tests that you have had to go through. It's not the biggest, but it is one of the bigger tests or even lessons that you're coming through. But you are coming through it, and you should be incredibly proud. Last card here in your reading is the High Priest card. So overall, I'm hearing this is definitely not the time to rock the boat, guys. So when I said earlier as well, choose your battles wisely. So really, you have a lot of the power in your hands. It's based on, it's really based on what you're choosing to plant as seeds at this time, because we all have free will and it definitely is a choice. All right, so that is the end of your reading for this week. I am going to end the reading as always with an inspirational message. Try to bring some positivity to light here. All right, Spirit, please provide one additional message for Virgo. Give Virgo a little bit of inspiration at this time. One additional message, Spirit, for Virgo. And this is to cover the time frame of March 1st through March 7th. One message for Virgo, please, Spirit. This is me. I was doing so incredibly well for such a long time with the cards. It was going so smooth. It must be, what is it, Mercury retrograde. That's what I'm blaming it on. Okay, Spirit, please bring forward one last message for our Virgo friends at this time. Yes, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Directly related to the overall energy here in the reading. So whatever it is, plants that you're seeding, seeds that you're planting at this time are exactly what it is that you will manifest. So your energy creates your reality, and whatever it is that you're focusing on is what you are going to manifest. So what is it that you want to manifest in your life months down the line? Did you want chaos or did you want peace? I'm guessing a lot of you want to see that Buddha card come back with the peace, serene harmony in your life, because really, truly, you do deserve that. Okay, so that is the end of your reading for this week, guys. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Very much appreciate each and every single one of you who take time out to watch these videos and listen to these videos. It's nice to see a great community of people who are supporting each other, uplifting each other. Mostly the non-judgmental part is really what is inspiring to me. So big kudos to all of you out there. You guys are what really makes this community so, so special. So thank you to each and every one of you. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to come back from week to week, oh, it would be so nice to have you guys here. You're all welcome as long as we respect each other here. Absolutely, we're entitled to difference of opinion. That is what makes the world go around. As long as we have respect for each other, that is what matters. So if you haven't already, guys, please go ahead, click on like and subscribe.